What is going on, guys? Welcome to another Gundam card game video, and welcome back to the channel. We're finally back with my new PC build. Only issue is I haven't played any video games for a week now. I'm behind on both Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Dead Island Definitive Edition. My episode 2 for Dead Island is on this hard drive, which I kind of don't want to put back into the PC right now. So I might find a way to take some files off of that and then transfer them over to my current hard drive that I have in my PC. My old OS drive honestly took a shit on me, so I had to buy a new one and do a whole new reinstall of Windows because everything was bugging for me, like including my recording software here. But anyways, let's get into today's little thing, and then you can see my little janky setup for my webcam. Unfortunately, I don't have an extra tripod to set this up on. Well, I do have the extra tripod because you guys have seen the tripod, but I don't want to use that tripod. Plus, I need this specific camera set up higher because this is my old webcam that used to be right there where you guys are at. But anyways, we're going to get into opening our first booster for Newtype Rising for the Gundam card game. Unfortunately, with the way that this is, part of my view is messed up from this, so when I open packs, I'm gonna have to like read the card from my screen, so I have my recording software right in front of me so I can see the card, even though I'm not really gonna read the cards. But anyways, let me open this and let's get right into it. All right, there we are, all open and everything with the little packaging off. Open it up for you guys here. Try not to hit my camera setup that I have, my janky camera setup. Ooh, that's a lot of packs. We're going to pull out one side first and then start busting these puppies open. Probably going to just go straight through them, or at least the first couple of packs will go slow through them, and then the next ones will go pretty quick through them. I think there's like, what, one or two more packs left in there. Oh, there's one more in there. I think that's one more. Should be the last one. All right, there we go. So we're going to open up that side first, and then we're going to do this side pretty quick next. All right, unfortunately, I don't have any trash near me, or a trash can near me, so I got to open these kind of like with all over the place, basically. And this is my first time seeing anything from Newtype Rising. All right, first pack here we got Zulu, Assault on Tarrington Base, Yonan Kirks. I'm going to mess up the names like always, most likely. We have Gundam, another form of a random Gundam. We have, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Riddy Mercedes, Naval Bombardment, Shinlong Gundam, okay, that might have just changed. Alrighty. That was a little awkward how that went dark, but we got Gundam Deathscythe. I know somebody who actually likes the Gundam Deathscythe, but there's a chase card of that I want to get in this pack that I know of. Zeon Remnant Forces, Gundam Aerial Mercil Flight Unit. Probably said that completely wrong. Desert Gunner. The Desert Tiger. I was going to say Desert Gunner. Choo Choo's Demi Trainer. And Blitz Gundam. That is, what, 2 holo cards, I believe? Yeah, 2 holo cards, so we'll put those over there off to the side. And then we got a random resource, I might actually put this or use this, honestly. We're going to put this off to the side. And then we'll put the rest of these off to the side as well. Next pack. As I was saying earlier, we're going to go through these first 12 packs pretty slowly, and then the next 12 we're just going to rush through them to see whatever we get. Not really say the names of cards. We got side 7. I'm not going to pronounce that name. You guys can pretty much read it from there. Anksha. Cool. I don't know how to say the last part. Kigali's Skygrasper. Gog. I think I needed this card for my Xeon deck. Gun Tank. Gamal. It's a base card. I am not going to try and pronounce that either. G Fighter. Gundam Sandrock. Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. The only holo in here. And then token card. Put the token card off to the side. Or maybe up here, close to my other cards. Oh, the Sandrock is holo. Nice. I didn't notice that right away. All right. Third pack. I'm going to have so many pack opened over there. Covert Operative. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that still. M1 Ashtray. Din. Zaku 2. Not ever going to use that one. Dress in Sleeves. Probably not going to use this ever either. We'll see. We'll see when I start working on my decks. Overflowing Affection. Pretty good card. Most likely going to use. Securing the Supply Line. Variant Custom. Another Deathscythe. Yeah, that's holo. Merida Cruz. And a full art. Nice. I wish I had a sleeve to put that in right now, honestly. That actually looks pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Too bad it's probably not a card that I'll actually use. And then we got another EX base. Another random card that I'll put down here. So we'll have like our tokens resource base. All right. Get these out of the way. I'm going to have so many Gundam cards at some point. All right, another M1 Ashtray. Another Din. Another Zaku 2. Another Dress in Sleeves. I think I'm going to be using this card. Imkube, however you say his name or her name. Ball. This was a good card in the beta. Probably still is a good card. Nahil R Game. Another base. G Fighter. Madare Modifications. Gira Zulu Guards type. I'm probably going to be using that in my new deck. A holo. Witch and the Bride. And Unicorn Gundam 2 Banshee Destroy Mode. I'll have to see how good a deck for this actually is. and another token card. This actually needs to go over there. So, like I said, I wish I had sleeves right now, but I currently don't have sleeves. I need to order me some pretty soon, honestly. All right, get these ones out of the way yet again. We got Durka Ethman, another Gundam, Bugir Pinte, another Ridhi, Underground Desert Base, hella fucking HP. The Stubborn Cog, ZNO, might not use. Michaelis, I think this is a good card. I have to look at some of the stuff again. Banagher Lynx. Gyaradoga Heavy Arm type. Probably not going to use, but we'll see. Extreme Hatred is a holo. And then we get Gun Cannon holo. And a holo resource. Nice. I'm still going to put that in the resource section here. Just wish I had a... I just wish I had a thing for it. All right. Oh, whoops. I put the wrong thing on top of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I put the wrong things on top. Put the wrong things on top of the pile off to the side. Put these back over here. Also, sorry for the lighting. My overhead light up here doesn't kind of light down very well over here. The one behind you guys on the camera does, but it's this way instead of this way. They're mostly set up for my face cam anyways. Damn, this one was hard to get out. Covert Operative, Mistral, Jegan, Ghouls de Lanza. I'm gonna just call this Goon. Garrett Dog Sleeves again. I don't know if I'm gonna be using that one for my Xeon deck because that's probably gonna be my main deck. My second main deck is probably gonna be a blue-white deck or a blue-green deck. I can't remember. First Contact, Gundam Aerial Flight Unit again, Zex Leo, Bukyu, First Holo, Duo Maxwell, Second Holo, Sharzaku 2. We are going to be putting that in our, or running this in our deck, our Xeon deck. And then we get another resource, Gundam resource. Next pack. Also, I still need to get with my buddy to actually play a few games of these because we both bought all 4 trial decks. I still need to buy another set of all 4 trial decks eventually. Cancer. That's a funny card name, actually. Signs of Revelation. Zaku Mariner. Don't think I'm running that one. Durka Eighthman. Underground Desert Base again. Wing Gundam. It's a random card for Wing Gundam, kind of like the Deathscythe that we've been seeing. But that's the first one I've seen of that one. Zinzabar. I think we run this in the new deck. I can't remember. Lotto. Darablade. Darablade, whatever. Kasunagi. First holo card, Unicorn Gundam Unicorn mode. And for the next card, Zaku 1 Sniper type. We are running that card in our new Zaku deck. And then we get another version of the Gundam resource. On to the next pack. Move these out of the way. All right, Zaku Mariner again. Duos Leo. Assault on Tarrington Base. Zote. Another Ethman. Gundam. I think that's a different version of Gundam. Chang Wufei. I think that was one of the good beta pilots or whatever. I think it's a pilot. Yeah, it's a pilot. Mid-air modifications, or mid-air modifications, I should say. Gundam Heavy Arms. Dareblade. First Hollow. Shamblo. I don't think we're running this in the Xeon deck. Next Hollow is Iron Fisted Discipline. And then another Gundam resource. We got 4 more packs before I just speed run through the next packs. I didn't open all the way like I wanted. I have to find a way to throw all this away here in a second too, because my trash bag is hecka far away from me right now. All right. Let me get these out of the way before we get full on into this again. Alrighty, we got Big Air Pente again. Mercenas again. Underground Desert Base again. The Stubborn Cog. Wing Gundam. Naval Bombardment. I think this is the first time I've seen him. Giljaturk. Yazek Jewel. A Show of Resolve. I think this is running a blue deck for sure. Giljaturk again, and I believe first holo is a Char Zaku 2, so we got the ones we need. I think I'm only going to be running 2 in my Zaku deck anyways. And my chase card, Gundam Deathscythe. This one is specifically my chase card. I wish I would have gotten the other one too for the full art version, but I think this one looks better in my opinion. But that is my chase card. Again, I wish I had a sleeve for it. And then we get another Gundam resource. Resids Orders. G-Sky Easy. That's, I've never seen that one before. Side, I feel like that should say Site 7, not Side 7, but yeah. DOP. I think this is going to be ran in the Xeon deck. Covert Operative. Still not going to say the name to that card. Zeno, Michaelis, Lynx, Heavy Arms, Strike Rogue, first hollow, second hollow, Citizens Take a Stand, and then another resource. Second to the last pack before I speed run through everything, or I should say the rest of the deck. Also, I'm getting very tired, so I want to speed run through the rest of it as much as possible so I don't make a heck a long video. We're already like 22 minutes into this before I cut things out. Ugh. There we go. Goff. I don't think I'm running that in my Xeon deck. Mikuve. Signs of a Revolution. The Path to the Victory or Defeat. I think that's the first time I've seen that card. Ball. Zizulu. Heavy Arm type again. Gamao. Securing the Supply Line. Zanzibar. First hollow Gundam Aerial. Second hollow that, and then we get another Gundam resource. We're gonna have a lot of resources to have fun with. I might make a deck that's just straight new type cards in it too, just for the fun of it. Probably gonna be the one of the only card games I get fully into besides Vanguard, even though I'm not fully into Vanguard anymore. Check something. I feel like something closed out on me. No, it didn't. Okay. I thought a program closed out on me automatically. Starting off with the last pack for showing it fully, Wing Gundam, Naval Bombardment, Rashad Orders, G Sky Easy, Side 7, DOP, Nahil R Game, G Fighter, the Mid-Air Modifications, Gira Zulu Guards Type, First hollow Unicorn Gundam Banshee Unicorn mode. Second, ooh, that one looks like it's bright. There's the other version of Gundam Deathscythe right there. So I got my 2 chase cards in the same box. That's crazy. I prefer the other artwork. I don't know why. I just think it looks better, but I just like the holographic effect on this one. And then token card. Now we're going to get into just opening the packs pretty quick. Even though I don't have scissors and whatnot, I still got to tear open the packs. But we're going to go through them pretty quick. And I'm going to put the cards back in the box. Alrighty. Oh no, everything's fallen. Goodbye. All the pile up on my desk right now. All right. Just as I said, we're going to go through it pretty quick. And I'm not even going to really say much about these cards, honestly. But I do plan on building at least one of each of the good decks, or actually one of every deck that's possibly can be made. That's new Gundam. Ooh, and Gundam. Another version of Gundam. Not really my chase card, but I don't know what the actual chase card is in this specific booster, though. I'll have to look it up after this video goes live to figure out what the actual chase card is. But my chase card was the Deathscythes. Then we got these next sets of cards. Gelgoog. And first hollow, Big Zam. I think this is another card that I planned on running in my deck, but like at a 1 or 2 of. And then we have Deep Devotion. And then another resource. I thought I hit something with my mouse for a second because it's like right off to the side, barely off to the side of everything. All right, this one I'm going to just start throwing back into the box. Shit's over there acting funny. My screen over there. Two blue hollow cards. First one, Intercept Orders. Second one, Noins Ares. And then, ooh, Me Likey. Another hollow. Another hollow resource. Can you like not ever pop up like that ever again? Like ever again? Thank you very much. Sorry about that little cutout, guys. As I was talking, something popped up on screen literally like right when it shouldn't have, but yeah. The bane of my PC existence when shit like that happens. Shenlong Gundam. Yiggin, Jiggin, Skygrathpa, Zex Leo, Overflowing Affection, good card. Adzam, I don't think I'm going to be running this. Shenlong Gundam Hollow, and I'm not going to pronounce that, but that might be the chase card in the first set, honestly. Again, I wish I had sleeves for all this. And then never seen that resource before. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of picking up by the time I'm done with this. So much packs off to the side that way. This camera wise, all the extra packs are that way, and then that camera wise, it's this way. Also, sorry for the heck of long nails too. Another overflowing affection. Noise. Definitely going to be using the overflowing affections. Ooh, another Gundam Deathscythe. I'm probably going to give one of these to my buddy. Blitz Gundam and Perfect Strike Gundam. And then another resource card. Sword Strike Gundam. Gelgoog. Delta Plus. Oh yeah, those are starting to fall off on each other. And then Wing Gundam Zero. Sheesh. And then just a resource. All right, after this pack, we got 5 more to go. A long video for a damn box opening. I'm gonna have to do this every time I get a box, but oh wells. I'm gonna reset my stack here after this pack, probably. Like I said, gonna go through these ones kind of quick, let you guys see it, and then move on to the next card. Rictom. The Desert Tiger. Intercept Orders and Noins Ares, and then that felt like super thick for some reason. That felt super thick for some reason. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna reset these real quick. Kind of trying to make sure I didn't put no hollows in there because I don't think I did, but just to reset my stack. Full pack openings. And then throw all this stuff away in my trash bag that's way the fuck over there. Dope, dope. Sword Strike Gundam, Gelgoog, Xeon Remnant Forces. I have to take a look at that card some more. Fortress Defense and Buster Gundam. And then another resource. Oh, and it's falling again. I got a stack too high over there. Mining Asteroid, Razel, Strike Gundam, Demi Garrison, Stark Yegin, Adzam, Chang Wufei, Rick Dome, Desert Saga, Gundam Aerial, and Gyan. I think I am running that one in my deck. I think that's also the first time I've seen that one. And then Outer Resource. It's almost like Pokemon pack style opening where I can take the back card and put it on front and then save the last card for the big reveal. So what do we got? Ooh, an EX resource. Definitely wanted more of those. Put that with the EX base here. Launcher Strike Gundam. There's hella Strike Gundams. Jesus Christ. Strategic Arms. Gundam Heavy Arms. Legao. And ooh, Freedom Gundam again. 2 more packs to go, peeps. for the resource. No hollow that time. Strike Gundam. Launcher Strike Gundam Zeno. Gun Tank. Dual Gundam. And Battle of Aces. Last pack, peeps. Last pack. I repeat, last pack. Let's see what we get here. All right. A resource. Looks like 2 blue hollows at the end. Demi Garrison, Goog. Sword Strike Gundam. Gira Zulu Guards type. First Contact. Rectom. Sailor Mess. And Noins Aries. And that's it for this box unopening. Got a couple good, actually, we got my chase pool. I don't know what the actual chase pool of the card is, but my personal chase pool was Gundam Deathscythe, at least the good Gundam Deathscythe, not the basic Gundam Deathscythes. Oh, it's a thick brick of all the hollow cards. So just to kind of like go through, we got Freedom Gundam, we got Buster Gundam, Wing Gundam Zero. Not going to pronounce that one. Regular Gundam. Gundam Deathscythe full art version. Regular Gundam Deathscythe. Unicorn Gundam Banshee Destroy Mode. This beautiful looking ass card. Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. And that's it for like the main hollows. But again, we pulled my my personal pulls from this. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed that little box opening. There's going to probably be a few more box openings for Newtype Rising because I plan on buying at least 3 more boxes. That way I can make sure I have a set of everything, and then I'm probably going to end up selling any extras that I get or that I don't use. But like I said, I'm going to redo my starter decks with cards that I get from all 4 boxes. When I do get my other 3 boxes, I haven't ordered them yet, but I will eventually or until I find them. And then I'm also going to make some of the best decks I can out of everything I have, whether I combine starter decks with some of the other starter decks, kind of like how you would do starter deck 1 and starter deck 4 combined. I think it's blue-white on that one. And then there's also a blue-green and a green-white deck that's pretty decent that I heard of. So we'll look all into that and then try and build as many decks as we possibly can, because I might actually just full on get into this game and play it either on stream or record. Don't really matter to me. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little box unopening or whatever. I said it wrong, but it don't matter. Anyways, before I get too lost, thanks for watching. Catch y'all in the next one.